So what is Tumblr?
Tumblr is, first of all, the greatest site ever. Technically, what it is you make posts and they can be text, audio, video, pictures, anything like that. But really what it is...
So it's like a website for the internet.
Yeah! But really, at its core, it is the heart of the supernatural fan base.
Really?
At least in my opinion,
Really?
Yeah.
This is like this is like the petri dish.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff there.
A lot of crazies?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
I said crazy stuff, but crazy's what work too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it like Facebook or Google?
No. Better.
Sorry.
But
Touchy.
I don't think you should go on there.
That's pretty much the most surefire way to get me to do something. Yeah, don't try that.
Tumblr is kind of the fandom's world. We're supposed to kind of not know about it, but as soon as I found out about it, I was like, Rich, you gotta see Tumblr, some of the stories of us on Tumblr.
Why are we not supposed to know about Tumblr?
That's just not, I don't know, it's like...
Am I supposed to know about Twitter?
Twitter you're supposed to know about.
Did I know about it?
That's because you're supposed to.
Well, some people tweet links to Tumblr on my Twitter, and I click on them, and it takes me to Tumblr. Whose fault is that?
But anyway, Tumblr sounds great.
It is. It's amazing.
But it's misspelled. Ahoo! What kind of an idiot? You put together a multi-million-dollar website and you misspell the name of it. Left out an E.
The proliferation of fan sites and specifically fanfic.
Every convention someone asks about it, and every time everyone goes, that same sound. It's like there's a button. Here's the sound again. Can you do it without hearing those words? Just it was a little forced.
Okay, so there's this phenomenon. I don't know if you know about it or not, but some of you do. Probably most of you do it. But it's like writing, fans who write stories about the characters in the show, and not just this show. I think it started with Spock and Captain Kirk or something a long time ago. Is that not true? I don't care. And then they write stories like, and then, Spock's, spotted Captain Kirk's glistening lips and I just started stumbling, made me uncomfortable. Anyway, so it's this. Am I wrong? I mean, is this? No, I'm not wrong. Lots of negatives in there, but I am right. And then this carries on to this day with Sam and Dean doing things to one another and whatever. And when I first started, kept coming to conventions, somebody told me about this, and I was like, really, what is this? And someone got up, someone with perverse tendencies just like yourself, and asked the question, and the crowd went, no, lynch her, terrible. And now everybody's like, yeah, we do too. So, it's like everybody's coming out, it's nice. It's fucked up, but it's nice.
Recently, the publicist for the CW said, they were talking to somebody and they were like, yeah, we want to interview Misha about fanfic, and she's like, well, he doesn't really know anything about fanfic, or slashfic, or whatever it was, and the person was like, no, as a matter of fact, he does. He studies it. As if I've got piles of books. I draw the lines closed, and then I read all of these books. And I Google. Where'd she go? So anyway, I have sort of this, like a curiosity about it. Like, that's interesting, but I haven't gotten to the intensive Googling phase yet. I'll know when the warning signs hit. Or maybe I already have, I'm lying. Maybe I've read all of your stories. I post comments. Some of them are badly written. You know who you are. Yeah, why don't we just leave that dirty little secret of mystery? Yeah, I mean, there seems to be a lot of mentioning of it, which makes me think that there's a large body of it, or that what's out there is so intensely offensive that it causes everyone to talk about it. Also a possibility. Hard to isolate the variables. So yeah, I'd love to study this more than I already have, which may not be at all.
We look forward to your report.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so turns out Sam and Gabriel, well, they're close. So there's a whole thing. I guess the term is Sabriel. Yes. There's one Sabriel fan. Yeah, so I got a question. Un moment, s'il vous plaît. I got a question about that, slash fiction. And I didn't know what slash fiction was, so somebody asked me, are you a fan of slash? And I thought, I like Guns N' Roses. I didn't know they wrote books. I said, I don't know what slash fiction is. So she proceeded to tell me what slash fiction is, which, if you don't know what slash fiction is, it's a surprising answer. So I think that was one of the stranger questions I've ever gotten.
Hi.
Hi.
This is really weird. I just wanted to say first that I really love the show and I love all of you. And thank you for making something so amazing. But my question is for Jensen and Misha. And I was wondering what you guys thought of the whole Destiel relationship that a lot of the fans support.
I'm not familiar with that. Can I poll the audience? What is it? Was it Destiel? Is that what?
Have you not heard of that?
I have not heard of this.
You
Is
don't
this
want to
something
hear
that you
that.
created, Ben?
You don't want any part of that.
I don't want any part of that.
It's sort of extreme bromance.
It's a fan fiction. A fan fiction. There's a lot of images from it too. There's a haunting number of pictures of maybe, let's say, Dean in an angelic embrace. And that's being kind of gentle with it, isn't it? There's. So
that.
Field
That's
that
great.
question.
That's great. Love that.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got pictures like that of us in embrace all over your bedroom. I know that
All
for a
of
fact.
them.
Yeah.
They have a van with that airbrushed on the side. It's just a strange splinter of fiction.
Hi. So I'm gonna be the first person to bring up Destiel. I don't know if this is an appropriate place for it, but so there was a rumor going around Tumblr that you were talking to a group of fans and you told them that you and Jensen and the writers are all aware of this love connection between Dean and Castiel, and that you and Jensen play the parts that way, and that the writers are kind of writing a subtext for it. Did you really say this, or did you just decide to troll the people you were talking to and shut down Tumblr another time?
Well, so apparently I said this to a few people.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't appreciate your tone. All right. Well, I will share with you my thoughts on this subject. But please don't tell other people about it.
It's a secret.
Yes, it's a funny thing because we really don't talk about it. The producers and the actors don't really talk about it that much. I mean, it does come up occasionally, but I do think we all pay lip service to it. For instance, this I should not be saying. There was a line in the last episode that I shot where Jensen's character, whatever that character's name, says, "I love you" to Castiel. And I'm like 98% sure that was in there for that reason. Like the writers were like, you know who would really love this? The internet. So.
And we do. We love it a
that
lot.
line didn't make the final cut. So, for all you know, I'm lying. But yes, I think that what I said was true.
All right.
What do you think?
He's in love with Meg!
What did you say?
He's in love with Meg!
Did Cass develop a crush on Meg in season 7? I don't know. I'll have to ask Cass. Bear with me. Yeah, I think he did. You say that incredulously, though, as if, come on, he didn't really. Is that how you feel?
It's just not right in April being
It's not right. That's just not right. That's perverted. Cass should only have eyes for Dean. I'm getting to know you people.
Thank you.
Okay, so what do you think on this topic?
I think he is completely, totally in love with Dean. Nobody else but Dean.
This is a very interesting topic because it's one that really upsets a lot of people in one way or another.
Because Dean's in love with Sam.
What's that? I have been weighing in on I probably shouldn't talk about it because I haven't, I shouldn't talk about it. I mean, I hate to say this, but it's a topic that I wish I could just sort of like, ramble on and feel like totally free to, but I'll end up saying something that gets misconstrued and pissing people off.
I know, that's the thing.
So I have to like parse my words carefully, and I used the wrong word, literally like the wrong vocabulary word at a convention in Seattle. I said that the writers pay lip service, but afterwards I was like, I don't think that's not what I meant, and I googled lip service and I was like, that's not what I meant. But already everyone was like, you fascist. So I like to, I mean, it's one of the things that I've found in like getting into a position where I'm talking in front of large groups of people. I like to just be myself, or some weird version of myself, and not have to be a politician. But unfortunately, in this particular topic, I feel like I have to be careful because I don't want to hurt people's feelings.
Thank you very much. That was very well answered.
I have, doing something like this, you have the opportunity to, reach a lot of people, and that's a really gratifying and lovely experience. You also have the opportunity to very easily piss off a lot of people. And, yes, that can be lovely as well. But I sometimes have to resist the temptation to engage and be like, hold on, you fuckers. That's not what I mean. And so I did a convention in I don't know where, Seattle. And I don't remember what I said, but what transpired, I don't know what it was. But people got upset, and I feel like it was really unfair what was said, because I actually don't think that, first of all, I think the term queerbaiting is not accurate, and I also, I don't know, it pissed me off, because I feel like a real champion of that community with all those letters, and
You know, I've officiated gay weddings. I am like the last. I'm not. Also, I don't quite understand what the term means. Thank you.
Maybe it's brotherly devotion.
I have a single ally here, which is all I need. But at the same time, you know, it's imbued with a lot of meaning for a lot of people in different ways, and there are a million different interpretations open. You know, it's just like any, you know, I hesitate to call it an art form, but it actually is one, especially when Ben Edmund is writing. And you know, I don't know, I'm just flailing up here. But
Maybe it's brotherly devotion that he didn't get from the other angels.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things. It's deep and meaningful, and you know, is it love? Probably. What does that mean? It's a million different things. I don't know. It's certainly, at the very least, it's a complex relationship. You know, one of them is, you know, what does he call himself? A something wavelength. What was that term? A celestial wavelength of something, intent, which is obviously a difficult kind of being to have a relationship with. Yeah, you know, my boyfriend, he's great, but he's a celestial wavelength of intent. So, you know, a lot of times when he sleeps over, I just don't know what's going on. He's there, and then he's not there, and then he's back again, and then he's in my head. Literally in my head. So, yeah, you know, it's an intense relationship, and I leave it at that. What is that? What am I, a politician? They love each other. Like it's purely sexual.
I was wondering what, because you, like with vaginal fantasy and like reading romantic fiction and stuff, I was wondering sort of your general opinion is of fan works and the legitimacy thereof.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Thank you for that. Actually, in my Q&A today, or our meet and greet, whatever we want to call it, sit and spin, we were talking about fan fiction because one of the girls from Norway, she did her thesis on fan fiction, which I thought was very interesting. I think it's fantastic. I don't read it myself if it's my work or my character, because I feel like when I act on a show, they already throw so many things at me that I didn't know about my character that I don't want to muddy the waters. Like I was in a show called Dollhouse. I don't know if you had that over here. Yeah, it was a really good show, and I played a girl named Mag. And I was in only 2 episodes, and they were the end of both episodes. And the first season, it was a very cool episode. It was very handheld, very cheaply done. And I had a backstory while I was in love with one of the guys who ended up passing away in that episode. So that affected my performance in that. And then when I was brought back for the next season, Joss made me gay. So I had to figure that out in my head, which was not that hard, but it was different from what I thought about my character before. So I wouldn't want to read other people's interpretations of my character in case there's too many facts about it, and it gets me in a place where it wouldn't lead to my acting the same, given only what the show would give me. But I think it's fantastic, you know. As a kid, actually, I have a book coming out in August called You're Never Weird on the Internet, Almost. And it's a memoir about how I grew up, and I was homeschooled. I didn't go to school with other kids, and a lot of the worlds that I put myself in were books and TV. And even when I was a kid, I would fantasize about living in, you know, Nancy Drew's world. And hey, I'm gonna solve a crime. Look at me, everyone likes me. And you know, I would do exactly, yeah, I would do a lot of things like that. So I think that whatever inspires you to create, whether it's someone else's world or your own world, that you should do it, because the only thing we have in this world is our own voice and our own unique perspective on life. And if we're not sharing that, we're not doing ourselves a service. So I think it's awesome. And keep writing and drawing and everything. So I love seeing what you guys make.